everyone, it's Valencia Page.
And Justin Cain.
And this is Keys and Cocktails.
Yes, back with another episode 2.
Episode 2. And since it's the second episode, it makes it a very special episode.
It does for a number of different reasons. Well, first, I just want to tell you happy birthday, Valencia.
Oh, thank you.
Celebrated a birthday the other day and just
Tuesday.
wanted to, Tuesday. So, do anything fun?
No. I mean,
Worked.
I worked.
Okay.
You know, I tried to go and get dinner, but the freeway was blocked. So.
Oh, that sucks.
And then the day after, I got stuck in an elevator. So.
Fun.
This weekend, I have to celebrate my birthday big.
What a way to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
It's not a birthday unless you get stuck in an elevator.
Exactly. So, oh yeah, it just prepares me for this weekend to do something huge.
Yeah.
Maybe go to one of these fly restaurants around town.
Okay.
Grey Ghost, maybe.
I know that's your spot, right?
Yeah, I love Grey Ghost.
Grey Ghost.
Ooh.
Okay.
Food yummy, ambiance.
Okay.
Maybe prom and proper. Who knows? If I can get a reservation.
If you can get one. Highlands, right?
Highlands. Ooh, that's even better.
Yeah.
That matches the dress that I want.
The vibe, right. Okay, cool. Well, today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things, which is home buyers.
Yes.
And just what to expect in the process, what to look forward to.
Oh yeah.
The ins and outs of the home buying process.
We want to strip it down and bring it back to the bare bones. I know the first episode we talked about just kind of the market in its current state right now.
Right.
And
the
right
overall
now
market.
we just want to show you how to purchase a home, all of the ins and outs and what it takes to get your first home if this is your first time ever thinking about purchasing a home. So today we have an amazing wine that we want to share with you. It's not cocktails today.
Well, I mean, it's the cocktails part of the Keys and Cocktails,
Yeah.
right? So right now we have Detroit Vineyards, and you are drinking the what?
I am drinking the sweet red, and it's very sweet for those who don't necessarily drink a red wine. I think you'd enjoy this.
Okay, and I am drinking the semi-dry Riesling, and it's great. I mean,
It's absolutely delicious. Cheers. Cheers it up.
happy birthday, right?
Thank you.
All right.
Woo woo. It's your birthday.
Okay, so home buyers. Let's talk about it.
So let's just start from the beginning. The first thing when you are thinking about purchasing a home, what are those things that you're going to be thinking about before you even get started? What should you do first?
Yeah. And this is like really one of my favorite subjects just because the vast majority of my clients are home buyers, specifically first-time home buyers looking to purchase in the Detroit area. So, again, it's one of my favorite parts of the business.
Oh, yeah.
And the first thing that you should do is make sure that you're pre-approved. I mean, if you're looking to purchase and you're using a mortgage, making sure that you have a pre-approval, not a pre-qualification, but a pre-approval letter from a lender. Valencia and I both have numerous options for you as far as lending options. And if you're purchasing in cash, making sure that you have proof of funds and you're able to provide that before starting your home buying process and be able to provide that to your realtor.
Exactly. That's the first thing you want. You want to make sure that your money is in line.
Correct.
You want to make sure that you have the gun loaded before you shoot.
Well, yeah, and especially in this market because, in the first episode, we talked about how crazy this market is and how it's a seller's market. And with that being said, you want to be put in a position to win. And, homes are on the market one day and literally gone within, 24 hours. So you want to make sure that you are prepared and placed in the best position, again, to win the home that you want.
Exactly. Put it like this. If you were to walk into your dream home tomorrow and you aren't pre-qualified and you're not ready to make an offer for it, then you are kind of missing out on getting your dream home.
Right.
So you want to make sure that you have everything you need ready in order to purchase your home. And that is the first thing before even looking. You want to make sure that you are good to go with your pre-approval.
Right. And, as I mentioned, the vast majority of my clients are first-time home buyers. And I know that, you have home buying clients as well. And what we both strive to do with our clients is obviously not just get them the home that they want, but also to educate them throughout the process. The good thing is, like, my clients, after they leave me, they know everything. I mean, they sound like realtors. I mean, they know earnest money deposit, due diligence period. I got this amount of money in concessions. I walked into this amount of equity. The home values in my area are such and such and such and such. So, those are things that we strive to, instill in our clients, is educating them throughout the process.
Exactly. So that very first step would be to get pre-approved. And by that, we mean talking to a lender, whether it even be your banker at your credit union, their mortgage department, or your banker at your personal bank, whether it be Flagstar, Chase, etc. Go ahead and talk to the mortgage department at wherever you feel comfortable banking, just to see what are those things that you may need in order to get pre-approved. And also talk to individual mortgage brokers. I know there are a lot of mortgage brokers, independent, who have great programs and shop because I think I mentioned this in the last episode, not every mortgage fits everyone. Right. So you want to make sure that you get a mortgage broker who can tailor you to that specific program that fits your needs.
Right. So, and it's about finding, I'll say, like the right team of people that are working on your behalf. So, you as a buyer, you want to make sure that you're working with a lender that you feel comfortable with. You want to make sure that you're working with an agent, a real estate agent that you feel comfortable with, because, this is a huge purchase. It's usually the largest purchase outside of somebody's education that someone's going to make. So,
and of course, if you feel unsure on who you should go with as a lender, then maybe you could do the second step first, which is contact an agent, whether it be me or Justin or whoever you choose. You can, of course, contact them to get some great vendors.
Right. Right.
See who they have in their back pocket who can help you out just as much as they can.
Right. And who's going to make the home buying process as easy and seamless as possible for you as a client. Yeah. So, after getting, pre-approved, the next step would be the consultation. What I do is, I sit with my clients and we talk about, based off of, what you feel comfortable with spending, where you want to be at, what does your dream home look like? What are your non-negotiables in a home? Based off of that information, we pretty much have an idea of where or what areas we should be looking in. A good realtor will have an understanding that based off of what you're pre-approved for and what you're saying that you're looking for in a home, what areas to start your search.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you're saying that you want to pay $250 for a condo that has at least 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, I'm just making this up, then that condo, and you want it newly built with an attached garage, that condo may not be in maybe Farmington Hills. Right. It might be in Taylor or Westland, depending on that price point and those things that you need. So we really tailor your needs to that specific area, as Justin was saying.
And also your search. I know one thing that I am with my clients is I'm not somebody that is just going to just start sending you homes that I feel like you're going to like, or just put you on an auto search or something like that. I tailor the search specific to the conversation that we have during the consultation. Not just price point, but also loan type, whether, they're accepting a conventional loan or an FHA loan, or, you tell me that you want an attached garage, or, I'm only showing you things based off of the criteria that, you told me that you're looking for.
Exactly. So if I send you a list of homes that have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and all of a sudden you find something on Zillow that may have 1 bedroom and no bathroom, then we have to go ahead and reevaluate what it is that you're looking for. Hey, are these things not important to you anymore? If not, let's go back to the drawing board and find what areas match this and what things we may be able to put together for you.
Right. And let's back up a little bit, because, a lot of people ask me, well, how long does the process take? Is it going to take a year for me to find a home, or 6 months for me to find a home? My average home buying client that's pre-approved, we're writing an offer within 2 weeks of working with me. Okay. Now, it can take up to 45 days to close your loan once you're under contract, but it generally takes 2 weeks for me to find you the home, us go and look at the homes, and then writing an offer and getting it accepted. And that's because, it's already low inventory anyway. It's not that many homes that are on the market. But then once you start getting into specifics as far as like price point, as far as what you're looking for, finishes, again, non-negotiables, that list is going to be less and less and less and less and less. So it might only be, let's say, 20 homes on the market, if that meet your criteria. So I usually ask my clients, like, hey, what days are you available to go look at homes? Give me 2 days out of the week that you're free. They'll be like, oh, I'm available, I don't know, let's say Tuesdays and Thursdays. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm scheduling at least maybe 5 appointments on those days, or as many as possible, to get you out looking at these homes. And within 2 weeks, you've seen all 20 homes. So it's time to make an offer.
Exactly. And even if it may be that one home that pops up out of nowhere and we know it's a hot home, we, of course, make time and adjust our schedule so that we can make sure that you're the first person to get into that property, right, to ensure that you get it if you want it.
Exactly. And I'm a big believer in a quick decision doesn't mean an uninformed decision.
Exactly. Exactly, because I do have, certain times where clients, I'll be showing them properties for weeks, and then we would have saw several different properties, and then all of a sudden they're like, okay, well, I kind of like the first home we saw. Well, the first home we saw is gone. And I remember I asked you a ton of times, did you like that first home? Are you sure you want to pass up on this first home? It has several offers. And then in the end, they end up going back to the first home that they saw. So just because you're seeing a ton of homes doesn't mean that those homes, you want to get all of those homes out of the way.
Correct.
You want to go ahead and make sure that you pick the home that's best for you.
That's best for you.
Yeah. You don't want to see everything that you see on Zillow in person.
Exactly.
You want to make sure that the home that you get is the one that makes you feel good inside when you walk into it.
Right. That you most connect with. And, just to kind of go back about the consultation, during the consultation, there are other fees that are associated, real estate fees that you're going to encounter during the home buying process that should be discussed. So, you have your earnest money deposit, okay? And let's just, I guess, talk briefly a little about what an earnest money deposit is.
Absolutely. So an earnest money deposit is your good faith money that you put toward your purchase. So just like if you were to get a rental property, if you were looking to rent a home, then you put down your security deposit. Right. Think of an earnest money deposit, something like that. You're going to put down, whether it be $1,000 or $2,000 held inside of an escrow account with either the title company or that agent's brokerage firm to go toward the purchase of the property.
And just to be clear, it's a non-interest bearing escrow account. It's not commingled with the title company's funds. And that money is, like you said, it's good faith. And it just shows that you have an intent on going through the whole transaction. And it filters out into the deal towards your closing costs. Yeah.
Goes toward you at closing. And of course, if anything were to happen during your private inspection period,
your due diligence
period, then you can get that money back if you decide not to proceed with purchasing the property.
Correct. Yep. You just back out and you get your money back and you're on to the next property.
Exactly.
Yep. So that's one of the costs that's involved with it. Also making sure that you have funds for a personal inspection. Depending on the size of the home, especially in the Detroit area, you're looking anywhere between $300 to $500. And also making sure that you're having a home inspection with a sewer scope. Making sure that there's any plumbing issues. You're not buying something and it's
like
an issue.
Exactly. So, for instance, here in Detroit, a lot of our homes have been here for almost 100 years, or some more maybe. So all of the properties may have trees that have grown up and matured around it. Maybe those roots may get down into the sewer and cause problems in your basement. So you want to make sure that you get a sewer scope. And you'd rather pay maybe $100 or $200 for something extra to make sure that your home is well taken care of, instead of just going in and purchasing it blindly and then having to deal with those problems afterwards.
Right. Absolutely. So you also, in addition to the home inspection, you want to make sure that you are allocating money towards your appraisal, right?
Exactly. Allocating money towards your appraisal, which could be anywhere from $500 to $600, depending on your lender. Some people even less, depending on your program, but average is about $500.
Right. Yeah.
So you want to make sure you have money saved up for that, and also your closing costs and things of that nature at the closing. Right. So let's, I guess, back it on up. Let's rewind and go into after I guess, the offer process.
Right. So after you get an accepted offer, usually within 2 to 3 days of your accepted offer, that's when your earnest money deposit is due. That earnest money deposit, that check is made out directly to the title company, and it's held directly at the title company.
Exactly. And after that is when you do your private inspection.
Your due diligence period.
Your due diligence period is usually 7 or 10 days, or how many days you negotiate with the seller and the agent.
And usually in this market, you're looking, sometimes a shorter due diligence period. Maybe you're looking at a 5 to 7 day, as you said, inspection period.
You can negotiate it to tailor to agree with the seller in order to get the home that you want.
Correct. Yeah, that's going to be tailored and specific to the deal.
Yeah, tailored to the deal, see what works. And usually you can get an inspector out sometimes next day.
Right.
And they can get a report to you the following day.
Or the same. I know my inspector, he's really good.
Oh, he's good. He's that good.
He's that good. I get an inspection report back, I think, within maybe less than an hour after the inspection.
Oh, okay. Then he needs to come and talk on the show.
Yeah. Shout out to Charles, C&M Inspections. So, so he's great. So, so you have your due diligence period based off of the inspection report. That's when you negotiate whether it be repairs for the home, whether it be concessions, which is money that the seller gives you towards, let's say, your closing costs. So it's money that they'll give you towards your deal. So it's less money that you have to bring to the closing table. Then that in turn, you can use that money that you've saved towards the repair of whatever it is.
Exactly.
Yep.
And again, all of your inspections that are personal inspections, they're not, I guess, a repair list for the seller to repair these things.
Correct.
I know a lot of my clients, they get it misunderstood, and then I have to reiterate that these are not things that the seller has to fix. I have to reiterate it over and over again. It just
depends on what the inspection reveals.
It depends on what the inspection reveals, and it's not something that the seller is guaranteed to do. When you're purchasing a home, you're purchasing it as is, and when you get this list of repairs that need to be done, it's more so for your knowledge. However, you can negotiate that the seller fixes these things before you move in.
Correct.
It's not guarantee that they have to fix this whole list of items.
Correct.
It's great, I have this knowledge so that I can move forward and see what I can get negotiated, repaired, or not.
Correct. It's like a progress report of the home.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then based off the progress report, you can use it as a negotiating tool.
Mm-hmm.
So
use it as a negotiating tool. But just know, it's really for your best knowledge.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So after we've cleared the inspection or due diligence period, then it's on to the appraisal. The appraisal's ordered, okay? And that's when you have an appraiser that comes out to the home and will give you the value of the home. Usually, the appraisers, I know appraisers pull the same comps that your agent, comps are sold comparables, homes that have sold like homes that have sold within the area of the subject home that you're under contract on, okay? So a good agent will have looked at the comparables or what is sold around the home prior to you making an offer, and those comparables will be used to make an educated offer, a knowledgeable offer, an offer based off of what's happening around the home or the market around the property.
Again, comparables are properties around that subject property, the home that you made an offer on, that are most comparable to that property, whether it be condition, size. They're not comparing a ranch to a colonial.
Right.
They're not.
They shouldn't be.
They shouldn't be. They have to compare apples to apples. So it has to be a fair trade-off. And sometimes they'll look inside of the neighborhood, and if they can't pull directly from that point, that quarter mile of a radius, they can go ahead and look maybe a little bit further out for a home that's a little bit more specific to yours. So they're not using homes that are comparable to each other.
Right. And I mean, that kind of goes to my next point, is that agents, we're not responsible for the values, okay? Your neighbors are responsible for the values. We don't set the values. If you're upset with the values, blame the people that are around you, your neighbors. That
bought the home for that price.
Bought the homes. As agents, our job is just to interpret what the market is saying. We help to, especially on the buy side, we help to navigate you interpret what the market is saying and help to navigate you through the home buying process based off of that information. Using that information to help you create a intelligent offer, an offer that makes sense on the property. So again, it's not our fault.
It's not our fault that the home is $500,000 now.
No, it's because the neighbors are paying $500,000
to get it
for the homes in your area. So I know that sometimes we'll hear a lot like values in Detroit are are going up, and it's
our fault.
It's realtors, and it's not the realtors. It's not the realtors. It's the people that are buying in the neighborhoods and driving the prices up.
Yeah.
So that's what.
Although we have great marketing for you to think that.
Yes.
But no. It's all about the buyers. The buyers still determine the market. It's just that we have low inventory right now, to where they're competing against each other to get that same house.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, homes are only worth what the market is willing to pay for it. So.
Exactly. What's it called? Demand.
Demand. Exactly.
Demand. Okay.
Yeah, and again, right now what we're seeing is just because of the low inventory, demand is sky high. So you're seeing, people getting competitive with offers where they're driving the prices $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over the original list price. So, yeah, it's just how the market is. Yeah,
exactly. So,
and in fact, I wrote an offer not too long ago where we actually got the home under contract for $30,000 over the list price. Now I know people might be like, "Oh, that sounds crazy." Your client overpaid for the home, and they didn't. Based off of the comparables or what has sold in the area, there were comps that justified that price. And when it came to appraisal, the home appraised.
Exactly.
There was no issue with appraisal
because you did your homework.
Because I did my homework.
Exactly. And not only that, but at the same time, when people are telling you that you overpaid, maybe the agent underpriced.
Correct. and sometimes that'll happen, just to drive the price up.
Exactly, just to drive it up and have a bidding war, which is a great tactic.
Yes.
You would rather, underprice something and get overvalue than overprice something and let it sit and no one's wanting to.
Or price it at fair market value, and then you allow the market to
do its thing.
Yeah, to let you know what the price is.
Exactly.
Where it lands. So yeah. So after the appraiser comes out.
Oh, yeah. After the appraiser comes out, then we're headed to closing. We're just doing those last minute things that maybe those things that we have to turn into title.
I got a question, Valyncia. Mm-hmm. What if the home doesn't appraise?
Oh. That's a nightmare. We don't even want to talk about that.
What if the home doesn't appraise? Then what, Valyncia? Then what happens?
Well, if the home doesn't appraise, then we have to go ahead and reevaluate and renegotiate everything. Okay. If not, dispute the appraisal. If the agent, if someone has solid comps of what sold, maybe it be on market or off market, because the appraiser, he looks at properties that sold on market. He doesn't have a crystal ball and can tell you what sold off market that may not be on our multiple listing service or Zillow or whatever it may be. So if we know of any off market homes that have sold that are comparable to our subject property, that we can provide them to dispute that appraisal of why it appraised so low. So there's still a way of saving that amount that we agreed to, but if we can't save that amount that we agreed to, then we have to go back and negotiate and see if the seller may be willing to take the amount that it appraised for and tell them, well, this is why. On the MLS ticket, it said that you may have had an 800 square foot basement and it's only a 400 square foot basement. And
so you're renegotiating the offer price.
Exactly. You're renegotiating it, and seeing if they may be willing to move forward at that point. And if they aren't, because you have some people that are a little bit more persistent, you want to see if your client may be willing to put money on top of that mortgage and offer them, hey, let's meet in the middle. You said 150, the appraiser came back at 140. Can I put $5,000 on top of that 140 and make it 145 and we can close this thing?
Right. And what you're seeing actually right now, just because of how competitive the market is that people are doing what's called appraisal guarantees with their offers. So they're saying that if the home does not appraise at whatever, price, we're willing to come out of pocket this amount to bridge the gap. Or if it doesn't appraise, we're, willing to, or even we're willing to, if it doesn't appraise, to just go over,
Exactly.
So
Exactly. So that's happening all over.
Yes.
Like I said, I even accepted an offer like that with a $5,000 appraisal guarantee. And what can you do? It's either you're going to take this home, or someone else may do the same thing in order to get the home that they like.
Right. Because right now, the deal is, and yes, interest rates are super low for buyers. I mean, it's a great time to purchase. Buyers are able to afford more house now because of the low interest rates. But the deal right now is, just because of how competitive the market is sometimes you just getting the home that you really want.
Exactly. You getting your home.
Right.
You getting out of the apartment that you
exactly
that you hate and getting into your home.
Exactly. And in fact, that same home that I wrote the offer for $30,000 over the list price, we had an appraisal guarantee, and we didn't need it. We didn't use it because the home appraised. So sometimes that's just used as a strategy just to get your offer accepted. I'm giving a little bit too much game. A little too much game to the other agents. Hold on. But anyway, yes. So
you dropped a secret gem.
A little. Anyway, yes. So that's what's happening in the market.
That's what's happening in the market.
So after renegotiating terms, if you have to do that, then you're scheduling, the closing with the title company, and that's it.
Exactly, and that's it. It's literally that simple. I feel like it took us
that simple.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But things can happen in the midst of a deal. Say a foundation issue comes up on your private inspection.
Right.
And then you have to go ahead and negotiate, okay, is the seller going to fix this foundation issue? Am I willing to take this on, or am I going to back out and move on to the next property?
Right.
Sometimes it's never that smooth, but a lot of times it is.
Yeah. Now I have a question, just kind of like changing topics a little bit. What areas are you seeing that are really good for, especially first-time home buyers in Detroit?
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of first-time home buyers I'm seeing are moving to Bagley.
Yes.
They're moving to Russell Woods.
Okay.
Yeah, Russell Woods.
So here's the thing. So I'm a first-time home buyer, right? And my pre-approval's at, let's say, 150. Okay? And I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom home, 2-car garage. Unfinished. I just need a basement. Where am I going? Where are you taking me?
You're going to
what areas?
Fitzgerald.
Yes.
You're going to maybe the 48235 area off of 8 Mile.
Okay.
You're going to Grandmont, possibly.
Okay. I'm glad that you said Fitzgerald, because I just got a home under contract last week in Fitzgerald.
Really?
Yes. And I mean, it's like move-in ready, original hardwood, original crown molding. They've done some updates. It was updated electrical to the home.
Ooh.
Yeah, updated, new AC, new hot water tank, new furnace.
So they laid it out.
I mean, it was nice. I mean, they did just enough updates, and it's well under 150.
Good.
Well under. So Fitzgerald, especially behind Marygrove, is really
that sweet pocket.
That pocket of Fitzgerald is great. It's great opportunity, and also Bagley. Like, I love Bagley for first-time home buyers.
Oh yeah,
I love it, and those are also really good areas and opportunities for buyers to walk into equity. So that means, and what that means is homes that appraise for higher than the offer price, or the price that you sell it at or get it under contract for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then not only are those good areas for first-time home buyers, but they're good areas for second-time buyers too.
Any buyer,
or
really.
Any buyer,
that's
really.
Like, that's looking for, let's say, under 200. I mean, Bagley is going up to 200 though.
Because a lot of my clients right now, they're trying to be debt-free.
Yeah.
So some of my clients, they are moving out of their bigger home and downsizing, and so that they can go on the vacations they want to go on.
Yeah.
So they're okay. My first home was $300,000. Let me sell this $300,000.
Right. I've already done the big house.
Asset. I've already done the big house.
Let's kind of move down to
let's move down
more comfortable.
Just be comfortable and go out and travel and live.
Okay.
And live your life. So that's what I'm encountering as well. And a lot of them are moving into condos, because I know condos are very good for first-time home buyers too, because they don't want the commitment of the things that come with the home, such as mowing the lawn or fixing a basement leak or something like that. So a lot lot of first-time home buyers opt for townhouses or condos, and those are the same places that people downsize to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Bagley, Fitzgerald. Okay.
Fitzgerald.
So let's say that I have a pre-approval and I'm like, maybe
I like this
200,
game.
250.
I like this game.
Okay.
My turn next.
200 to 250 range. Where are you taking me?
200 to 250 range. I am taking you to North Rosedale Park.
Okay.
I am taking you to Green Acres.
Okay.
I am taking you to, let's see. Some island view. You know, if you want a big house, right? Is that what we want? We want a big house?
Yeah, I mean, I just want, I want to know what can I get? Where can I get the most for my money?
Where can you get the most for your money? Yeah. So that's where I'm thinking. North Rosedale Park.
Okay.
I'm thinking, like I said, some Bagley, because in Bagley you have those homes that have 3 stories. Yeah. Green Acres, some Green Acres.
Okay.
And like I said, some island view.